Success doesn't visit the lazy. Change doesn't stop at the door of the comfortable. It knocks on the door of the disciplined. It waits for the one who shows up, even when they don't feel like it. See, people think success is about the big wins, the spotlight, the applause. But real success, it lives in the shadows. It grows in the quiet. It's the alarm clock you don't ignore. It's the workout you push through when your muscles ache. It's the book you read instead of scrolling through someone else's life. The world may not see it, but you will feel it. That's where the shift happens. Every great life was built brick by brick through the small, consistent, unseen things. The things no one claps for. The things that don't get posted. The things that test your character when no one's watching. That's where discipline lives. That's where change is born. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the strength of your habits. And every single day gives you 5, 10, 100 moments to choose the hard thing over the easy one. To get better instead of bitter. To sharpen your edge instead of making excuses. So don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the right mood. Let your daily actions become the proof of who you are becoming. Because that's how you rewrite the story. Not all at once, but day by day, decision by decision, brick by brick. Every morning you wake up, you're not just getting out of bed, you're stepping into a fight. And the opponent isn't out there in the world, it's the voice inside your head. That soft, sneaky voice that says, you're tired, just sleep a little longer. The one that whispers, you can do it tomorrow. The one that feeds you doubt like it's comfort food. That voice. It knows every one of your weaknesses, every one of your fears. And if you don't learn to silence it, to discipline it, it will run your life. It will rob you of your potential before your feet even hit the floor. You see, most people think the battle is external. They think it's about money or time or other people standing in their way. But the real fight, the one that matters, is internal. It's what you do when no one's watching. It's how you respond when it's just you, the clock, and the quiet. Because that's when the truth shows up, and that's where you've got to be the strongest. You can't always control what happens in the world. You can't control the traffic, the weather, the unexpected bad news. But you can control how your mind reacts. You can train your thoughts like an athlete trains their body. And just like muscles, your mind gets stronger with use. Discipline it daily, or it will discipline you in failure. Start simple. Wake up when you say you will. No snoozing. Not because it's easy, but because you told yourself you would. That's a promise. And every time you break that promise, you weaken your own trust in yourself. But when you keep it, that's power. That's building mental muscle. Take 5 minutes in silence, no phone, no noise, just you breathing, centering. And before you step into the chaos of the world, say something powerful to yourself. Something that reminds you who you are. I don't quit. I don't quit. I don't break. I don't fold. Speak it until your spirit believes it. The Navy SEALs have a saying, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Why? Because growth never comes from comfort. Strength doesn't show up when things are easy. Pain, that passes. But regret, that lingers. It stays with you. It whispers, you could have done more. You should have shown up. Don't let that be your story. You win the day by winning your mind. You win your life by winning it every single morning. Because when you master your mind, there is no storm, no setback, no voice, yours or anyone else's, that can stop you. Discipline is not punishment, it's freedom. The freedom to live on your terms, not at the mercy of your moods. And that freedom, it's earned daily, in silence, in sweat, in the choice to rise when everything in you says sit down. I'm not here to talk about abs or gym mirrors. This isn't about vanity. It's not about looking good for likes or flexing for approval. This is about something deeper, something raw, something real. This is about movement, about energy, about life. Because if you don't move your body, your life will stay stuck in the same place. I'm telling you, motion creates emotion. When your body gets going, your mind wakes up, your spirit lifts, your energy shifts. You stop dragging through your day and start driving it. Think about it. Ever notice how on your worst days, your body feels heavy, stiff, like even walking to the kitchen feels like a chore? That's not just physical. That's emotional weight. That's stress, pain, sadness, living in your muscles. And the only way to break free, you've got to move. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy shoes. You just need will. Put on whatever you've got and take a step, then another. Walk around the block. Stretch your arms. Do 10 push-ups even if they're ugly. It's not about perfection. It's about motion. Because once you move the body, you move the mind. And once the mind moves, the rest of your life starts to follow. There was a man I knew battling heavy depression. Couldn't get out of bed. Didn't want to eat. Didn't want to live. But one morning he made a promise to himself, not to run, not to lift, just to walk 15 minutes every day, rain or shine, no excuses. He did it in silence, no music, no phone, just him in the sidewalk. And little by little, something started to change. His posture, his energy, his mindset. A year later, he had lost over 60 pounds. But what he gained was so much more. He gained clarity. He gained peace. He gained himself back. That's what movement can do. It pulls you out of the pit and reminds you, you're still here, you're still fighting, and you're not done yet. On the good days, movement feels like a celebration. On the bad days, it's survival. And that's when it matters most, because the bad days are the days you want to quit. But those are the days that define you. Those are the days where champions are built. Not when it's easy, but when it's hard and you do it anyway. That's the kind of discipline that changes lives. Your body is your engine. And just like any engine, if you leave it idle too long, it starts to break down, it rusts, it weakens. But when you run it daily, when you fuel it with motion, it becomes a force, a weapon, a tool for your purpose. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what shape you're in. I don't care what excuse you've been clinging to. You've got one body, one engine, one vessel to carry your dreams. Don't treat it like an afterthought. Don't run it on fumes. Move it. Strengthen it. Honor it, because when your body moves, your whole life follows. Let me tell you something hard, and I need you to really hear it, not just in your ears, but in your spirit. Not everyone around you is for you. Some of the people smiling in your face are secretly hoping you stay small. Some folks clap when you win, but their hands are heavy with jealousy. And some, they don't want you to fall. They just don't want you to rise higher than them. They feed your doubt because they're afraid of what happens if you finally believe in yourself. That's not support. That's sabotage dressed up as friendship. See, energy is contagious. It doesn't matter how motivated you are, how fired up you get from a podcast or a motivational quote. If you keep going back to environments that drain you, people who belittle you, conversations that shrink you, eventually that negativity starts to rub off. And you'll start second guessing yourself. You'll start playing small to make others feel comfortable. You'll start shrinking your dream just to fit in a space that was never built for you in the first place. You've got to protect your circle like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your energy, your peace, your drive, your focus. It all comes down to who's around you. You're not just building a life. You're building a legacy. And you can't build something great with people who are committed to mediocrity. That means you've got to get intentional. Audit your energy every single day. Who lifts you? Who drains you? Who challenges you in a healthy way? And who manipulates you with passive doubt? Be honest about it. Don't make excuses for people just because you've known them for years. History doesn't give anyone the right to hold you back. Sometimes love means loving people from a distance so you can grow in peace. Limit your time with negative voices. And I don't just mean the obvious ones, the haters, the critics. I'm talking about the quiet killers, the ones who never outright say you can't, but always have a reason why, know's not the right time. The ones who never celebrate your wins without throwing a but. At the end, protect yourself from that. You are not made to dim your light for the comfort of others. Instead, seek conversations that lift you, that push you, that hold you accountable not just to your goals, but to your potential. People who remind you of your greatness when you forget it. People who aren't intimidated by your ambition, but inspired by it. Those are the ones who deserve access to you. There's a study by Dr. David McClellan that says the people you habitually associate with determine 95% of your success or failure. 95%. Let that sink in. That means your circle isn't just part of your growth, it is your growth. You want to fly? Then stop dragging dead weight. Stop surrounding yourself with people who clip your wings just to make themselves feel taller. The truth is you become who you spend time with. So choose wisely. Build a circle that reflects where you're going, not just where you've been. Because greatness isn't just about talent. It's about environment. It's about energy. It's about alignment. And if you protect your circle, you protect your future. We live in a world that screams at you to go faster, to do more, to be everywhere all at once. Social media's flashing lights, constant noise, everybody chasing something, more money, more success, more recognition. And in the middle of all that chaos, too many of us are burning out chasing everything while mastering nothing. We're drowning in half-finished goals, unread books, abandoned gym routines, business ideas that never made it past the notebook. Not because we aren't capable, but because we never learned to slow down and lock in on just one thing. You don't need to be a jack of all trades, you need to be a master of one. One skill, one habit, one focus. Start there. Master it, build on it, because greatness doesn't come from doing everything at once. It comes from doing one thing well, consistently over time. That's where the power lies. Every single day, you've got to wake up and choose to sharpen that one thing. Track it, respect it. Work on it like your future depends on it, because it does. Whether it's waking up earlier, improving your craft, eating better, speaking more kindly, being more focused. Pick one. Don't get distracted by all the shiny things. Stay the course. Stack that habit day by day, brick by brick, rep by rep. Because even just 1% better every day, do the math, that adds up to 37 times better over a year. That's not motivation. That's momentum. That's not hype, that's math. That's math doesn't lie. People talk about talent, but the truth is, it's discipline that separates the good from the great. Look at the greats. Take Kobe Bryant. He wasn't out there practicing 50 different shots a day just to say he did it. No. He would take one shot and shoot it 500 times again and again, until it wasn't just a move, it was a reflex. Until it wasn't just practice, it was muscle memory. That's what mastery looks like. Not flashy, not fast, but focused. That kind of focus requires patience. It requires humility. You've got to be okay with looking simple on the outside while you build something unstoppable on the inside. The world might not understand why you're doing the same thing over and over. They might mock your routine, question your process. Let them. Because while they're chasing trends, you're building truth. While they're multitasking mediocrity, you're mastering excellence. Consistency beats chaos every time. Slow down. Don't let the world rush you into distraction. Pick one direction and walk it daily. No shortcuts, no skipping steps, just reps and more reps and more reps. The truth is, mastery isn't for the easily bored. It's for the deeply committed, for the ones who know that repetition isn't failure. It's the foundation. Every time you show up and work that one thing, you're saying to life, I'm not here to play. I'm here to build. And if you stay consistent, if you keep showing up, no matter how small the progress seems, you'll look up one day and realize you didn't just improve, you transformed. You want to change your life. Then you've got to shift your focus. Stop obsessing over what you don't have, what didn't happen, who hurt you, what went wrong. That mindset will keep you stuck in a cycle of lack and frustration. It will steal your joy, drain your energy, and blind you to the blessings right in front of you. But when you start focusing on what's already in your hands, when you start counting what's right instead of everything that's wrong, something powerful happens. You stop living in survival and you start living in strength. Gratitude is not weakness. It's not soft. It's not some empty feel-good mantra. Gratitude is power. It's armor for the mind. It builds resilience in the heart. It shifts your perspective from I'm not enough to I've got enough to begin. From I'm behind to I'm blessed to be here. You might not have everything you want, but if you've got breath in your lungs, you've already got the foundation to start building something new. The world will try to convince you to chase more. More status, more success, more money. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with ambition. But if you don't learn to appreciate what you have right now, you'll never feel peace no matter how much you gain. Because happiness doesn't live at the finish line. It lives in the present. It lives in the quiet moments you've been too busy to notice. A roof over your head, a hot shower, someone who checked on you today, a moment of laughter, a second of silence. Gratitude takes the ordinary and turns it into a miracle. You want a habit that will change you from the inside out. Start ending your day with gratitude every night, not once a week, not when life is easy. Every night, especially when it's hard, before your head hits the pillow, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Doesn't have to be big. Don't wait for something flashy. Write down the small stuff, the real stuff. I made it through today. My mother called me. The rain stopped, and my legs still work. I had food on my plate. That's where the power is. Not in what you post, but in what you pause to appreciate. This isn't just emotional talk, it's backed by science. Harvard researchers have proven it. People who journal their gratitude sleep better, stress less, and live happier. Why? Because they've trained their brain to see the good. And once you train your mind to find the light, it starts showing up more and more, even in the darkness, even in the chaos. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it gives you a reason to keep going through it. Life will not always be fair. The road won't always be smooth. But if you can find one thing, just one, to be grateful for at the end of each day, you give yourself something stronger than motivation. You give yourself perspective. You give yourself peace. And most of all, you give yourself power. Power to see the good. Power to keep your heart open. Power to rise again tomorrow. So no matter what kind of day you had, whether you crushed it or crawled through it, end with gratitude. Because when you focus on the light, even the darkest nights can't stop you. Discipline, movement, energy, focus, gratitude. These aren't boxes you check off on a to-do list. These aren't quick fix hacks or flashy Instagram habits. These are foundations. These are the bones of a meaningful life. These are not just things you do, they are who you become. Day by day, choice by choice. These are the bricks you lay, one at a time, to build the kind of life you can stand on when the storms come. You see, everybody wants the success, the peace, the respect. Everybody wants to feel fulfilled. But the truth, most don't want to do what it takes, because this path, it's not glamorous, it's not loud, it's not made for applause. It's made for the ones who are willing to show up when it's not easy, for the ones who are tired of talking about it and ready to be about it. Discipline means showing up when no one's watching. Movement means pushing yourself when everything in you says stay still. Energy means choosing the people, the places, the mindset that fuel you, not drain you. Focus means cutting through the noise, the distractions, the doubt, and locking in on what matters. And gratitude is the heart of it all. It's what reminds you that you're not starting from empty. You're starting from enough. You commit to these 5, not once, not sometimes, every single day. And if you do that, greatness won't be something you chase. It won't be this distant dream you keep hoping will show up. No, it'll find you. It'll knock on your door, not because you were lucky, but because you were ready. Because you earned it with your effort, with your consistency, with your heart. That's the part they don't tell you. They show you the highlights, the wins, the trophies, but they don't show you the early mornings, the skipped parties, the days you didn't feel like it, but did it anyway. That's where greatness is born, in the repetition, in the struggle, in the silence. So let me ask you something, not next week, not next year. What are you doing today to become the person you say you want to be? Not the version you talk about when people are listening, but the one you dream about when no one's around. The one that keeps you up at night. The one you know you're capable of being if you just decide. Because talk is cheap. Everybody talks. Dreams without discipline are just wishes. Energy without direction is just noise. Focus without consistency is just potential wasted. And gratitude without awareness is just words. But change, real, lasting change, that's earned with action, with intention, with choices that seem small in the moment, but build into something powerful over time. That's how you rewrite your story. Not in one big moment, but in the hundreds of small ones you face every day. You don't become better by accident. You become better on purpose. So if you want it, whatever it is, you've got to decide right now, not tomorrow, not when life slows down. Right. Now, are you going to keep talking about it, or are you going to become it? Because greatness isn't waiting, and it's not hiding, it's watching. And it's asking one question: are you willing to earn it every single day?